Welcome, guys, to the 30-minute podcast. My name is Tito. I am your host, as usual, and this is episode 10, the 10th episode of the 30-minute podcast, and we're in the third month. This is September. So yeah, I've been doing this for, 3 months, more or less, and we're now in double digits, seeing that this is episode 10. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful. The thing about content creation and something like a podcast, which these days is a weekly thing or a bi-weekly thing with most podcasts, right? The most important thing is consistency. That's what I've learned. Just showing up. When you say you'll show up, it's very important. It really does help, because it gets just marginally easier with each episode I record. But at the same time, just knowing that I've committed to, showing up each week, it's encouraging. It encourages me, and knowing that some of you listen and actually look forward to each episode of the podcast, it's heartwarming and it's encouraging. And, without that consistency, without you knowing that the episode is coming out each week, on Wednesdays, the audio version, and Saturday or Sunday, the video version, it helps you look forward to each episode, and it helps me to sit up and to make sure that I get the job done. And kudos to me, first of all, and I appreciate you guys too for tuning in each week. Yes, so what are we doing on today's episode? Today's episode is the most vibes and inshallah episode of this podcast thus far, because I know what I want to talk about, but I don't know how I'm going to talk about it. First of all, okay, I'm going to be signing up for it's not a dating app or a dating service. It's something about, single people meeting each other online via a WhatsApp group or something like that. So we're going to do that. That's predominantly what we're going to do on this episode. How that's going to flow, I do not know. We'll be on the journey together. And then if time permits, I will also talk about an experience I had recently at Mega Chicken in Lekki. I really want to talk about that. Well, we'll see. Like I said, if time permits. So yeah, without further ado, let's like and subscribe. First of all, if you're watching this episode on YouTube, please like the video by clicking on the like button, and subscribe to my channel as well by clicking on the black subscribe button. Doing those things and engaging with the video is very important. It will help this video to do better on YouTube. It will help to recommend it to people who will enjoy it as well. And it will just be encouraging to me too, so that's very important. If you're listening to this on any of the podcast platforms or audio platforms like Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or is it Amazon? Yeah, I think it's Amazon Music, or not Deezer, or what's my friend's podcast platform, Vibeo. If you're listening on any of the audio platforms, please be sure to like if you can like, or rate, give the podcast a rating or the episode a rating, and yeah, leave a comment or something, or a review as well. All these things are very important. Engaging with content is very important, guys. Don't just come for vibes and a good time. Make an impact and put a smile on my face. So yes, without further ado, with all that out of the way, let's sign up for this dating. Is it a dating? We'll find out what it is when I get into it. So how I've heard about this singles WhatsApp group, right? And I heard about it late August. My friend Adenike Oyetunde, she posted on her IG that her and her husband were on a YouTube show where, they talk about marriage. So I, went down the rabbit hole, clicked on the page of the show, and it's called Love and Ships. I need to start recording my screen so that I can share my screen with you guys if you're watching on YouTube. So record, and here we go. So I was on Adenike's page, saw the post that she made. So I'm clicking on that post. Love and Ships is the handle. So I checked it out, and if you know me, I'm interested in love and relationship stuff, right? Dating and marriage stuff as well. So I watched a couple of their Instagram reels, and then I clicked on the link in their bio, and it turns out that they have, let me click on it right now. They have a singles group thingy that was going to launch on September 1st. So it has now launched, but I don't know what it's about because I haven't joined yet. I wanted to join on camera, which is what I'm doing now. So we're going to experience the whole thing together, live. So this is the page. Subscribe, join the Love Ships singles group. Okay, let's click on that and see where that takes us. And once I've registered for this thing, I'll tell you guys my whole view on dating apps. I'm not on any dating apps, and I'll tell you why I'm not on any dating apps, but why I'm doing this one. Okay, so there's a bit of a story or write up, right? So Love and Ships Singles Group. Are you interested in expanding your horizons, meeting new people, and engaging in fun, interesting conversations? Are you single and seeking to meet the right one? I can already picture all the married men that will be joining this group, all the useless married men. Yeah. If yes, then this is just right for you. We have a community of interesting, mature, and intelligent individuals from all over the world looking to meet you. Welcome. P.S. This group opens September 1st, 2023. So a few days ago, I believe it's already open. So let's proceed. So now this is where I enter my details. First name, last name, email address, phone number, amount to charge. And I think there's a fee of 2,250 naira. And then I enter my phone number. Now that 2,250, I wonder if it's monthly or if it's just a one-off fee. I'm doing this thing largely for experimental reasons. Yeah. I'm largely curious. And let me do the registration. Once I do the registration, I'm going to tell you guys why I don't think this will be like the solution. I don't think this is where I'm going to find love, essentially. And I'll explain why after we're done registering. But let's register and see what all this is about. Let's see what the process is about. Okay, so details have been entered. Let's see. Next, I believe it's going to ask me for my debit card details so that it can deduct the 2,250 naira fee. Paystack checkout. Use one of the payment methods below to pay 2,250 naira to Love and Ships. Pay with card, pay with bank, pay with transfer, pay with USSD, pay with card. I am so curious. These people are collecting money, okay, to add me to a WhatsApp group where we talk about love and relationships. All right, this better be a one-off. I'm just going to do this for just 1 month, okay? Let me get my debit card and punch in the details. Okay, so enter the OTP sent to your phone to complete the transaction. Payment successful. Cohort starts on Friday, September 1st, 2023. You will be added with the phone number you submitted. Evil laugh. So that's done, right? I see I've been debited, payment successful. Soon enough, I anticipate, I don't know when, but I should be added to the WhatsApp group because I do believe the thing is on WhatsApp. All right. So why I'm doing this, first of all, I'm curious. I'm curious to see how this thing is going to, what, value are they going to provide, especially seeing as they're collecting money for this service they're providing, right? I'm also curious to see the ratio of men to women on the group. Typically for services like this, especially in countries like Nigeria, I do believe that, not even Nigeria, I think it's a global thing. More women are on these apps and these dating sites and services, looking for love than men. That's what I believe. So I'm curious to see the ratio on this WhatsApp group. Curious to see the type of people that'll be there as well. And the discussions that will be had. So yeah, I'm largely curious. Now, why I don't think, like I said earlier, that this is the place where I will find my happily ever after is because when I was thinking about doing this thing, right, I was like, will this be the answer? Is this because I'm not single because of a lack of, or an inability to meet women. That's not why I'm single, I think. I think I'm single because I'm looking for a particular type of partner, I guess. And I feel like I, as well, I'm a bit, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I feel like I'm a bit, I'm an acquired taste. So yeah, there's that. So those two things. And in a pool, something like a dating app like Bumble or Hinge or Tinder, I think it's unlikely, especially in a country like Nigeria, to find someone, or I may be wrong, to be honest, to find someone who is like unique, the unique kind of individual that I'm looking for, who will also be looking for a unique kind of individual like myself. All that said, what I've just said, or the reasons I've just put forward, could be quite presumptuous and counterintuitive. They may not make any kind of sense because everybody thinks that they are unique and they're special, and that not everyone will get them. And also, they are looking for somebody who is unique and special. So everything I've said as to why I'm still single, at the end of the day, is more common than I think it is. Do you get my points? While I think I'm special and everything, and I'm looking for somebody special, somebody unique, bro, that's everybody's story. Everybody, all the single people out there feel like they're unique. They have a unique set of quirks and qualities and desires, and they're also looking for somebody who is unique as well. So I may have just negated the earlier point I made. So I believe in questioning your assumptions and questioning some of the things that you hold dear, because it's very easy to create a cage or a prison or a jail based on the things that you hold on to as like beliefs, or and certain things like that. I'm sure you guys get my point. So while I may feel a certain type of way, I often question why I feel that type of way and challenge it as well, like I just did now. So that said, I think I will still keep an open mind regarding this group that I've just joined. You never know. Worst case scenario, I will make some new friends, and that's that will justify the payment that was made. At least if I thought I don't find somebody, to get into a relationship with, it sounds weird anyway. If I thought that doesn't happen, at least maybe I'll make some new friends. At least there'll be some interesting. Hopefully will be some interesting conversations from the group that I can convert it to content. It's not against the law. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't look at me with those judgy eyes. Don't give me bombastic side eye. There may be some interesting things that come from there that I can turn into content. So yeah, so it's a win is a win. A win is a win. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm checking the phone to see if they've added me to the group. Anyway, I'll give them till midnight tonight. Yeah, and I'll keep you guys posted. But to be honest, this is the first time I'm joining something of this nature. I mean, yeah, it's strictly singles kind of group where the objective is to find love and to make like romantic connections. I've never joined anything like that before. Like I said, I'm not on any of the dating apps. I've been tempted a few years ago. I wanted to get on Tinder or Bumble and Bumble, both of them, and like make content out of it and just talk about my experiences on both apps. But I chickened out, especially when it was asking for like details during the registration process. I was like, no, I don't supply these apps with these details. So yeah, I didn't do it. But this seems a bit more tame. So yeah, we'll go with this. So that's that about that. As far as that is concerned, what else do I want to talk to you guys about? Okay, yes, I mentioned. So should I give you guys the gist from? Okay, I'll check how much time I have left. But I'm thinking whether to give you guys the gist from Mega Chicken or to look at the tweets, Tony Tone's tweet about dating and relationships. Let me glance at how much time I've spent thus far. 18 minutes. Okay, so we're going to do the Mega Chicken gist, and then I'll save Tony Tone's tweet for another time. So today, actually, guys, surprise, surprise, it's Sunday. I'm filming this on a Sunday. Even though this episode will come out on the audio platforms on Wednesday, and next weekend the video will come out on YouTube. But went to church, then I went for a flag football game. Right, it was raining cats and dogs this morning, and I was out for like 6 hours. Anyway, long story, right? So I hadn't eaten, and I didn't want to come home and start cooking. I was getting home like after 12 in the afternoon, and I didn't want to start cooking. I was already tired. It had been a long day. I'm a worker in church, so I did one shift and half a shift because we have like multiple services. So I was meant to do just one shift, but I did one shift and it was quite intense. And I did half a shift as well. I didn't have breakfast. I was hungry, a bit cranky, tired. I didn't want to come home and start defrosting, stew or egusi to, make breakfast. So for once I said, forget the food at home. The food at home can jump into the lake. I'm going to grab something to eat. So I went to Mega Chicken, right? My second time there. First time I just went to see a friend there who was, traveling, right? So we just had a quick snack and that was it. But this was the first time I was going to go and get a real meal. So I went in, had egg and yams in mind, eggs and yam rather in mind. Get into Mega Chicken, join the queue, like in front of the food because there's the queue to get to like where they attend to you, right? So I was on the queue waiting on the queue of the people like in front of the food actually making their orders. There's this guy and this young lady. This young lady is in like a two-piece, like a top, right? Like one of these like I don't know, just I'll maybe put an example on the screen if you're watching this on YouTube. But it was a top and a bottom thing, like almost like one of these hoodie like comfort kind of outfits, right? With a matching pair of shorts. And the shorts were short shorts, short enough to see booty cheeks on a Sunday at a family establishment, chicken, mega chicken. Sunday after church, there were families in this place, little kids running around, people in their church wear on a Sunday afternoon, like past 12, and this young lady is in this scandalous outfit with cheekage. Booty, like cheekage, when I say cheekage, it's booty cheeks. You get the point. I was flabbergasted. First of all, I only glanced. I does when you see these kind of things, you see it initially, and you're like, okay, did I just see what I saw? I need to do a second take to ensure that I saw what I actually saw. So I saw it. I was like, okay, let me get on the queue first because I'm hungry. Food is why I came here, not booty. Got on the queue. Okay, I've established my presence on the queue. I said, okay, I'm going to take a second glance to see if I actually saw what I saw. And I take a second glance, I look in that direction, I see her, and she's with this guy. And he just looks like, he doesn't look like anything special, to be honest, right? I was like, okay, wow, that's actually happening on a Sunday after church this is a family establishment, ma'am. And she wasn't even shy about it, about her outfit, because she leaves that far left, walks in front of us, she goes to the far right to check out what they're serving there, and she goes back. So she's pretty much parading herself around this establishment for all to see, where there are family, people, and young kids. I will never forget. There's a guy came with two ladies. They were obviously coming from church, judging by what they were wearing. So he just stands off to the side while the two ladies join the queue. And whenever you see somebody's scantily clad in a supermarket or in a place like this, it's always interesting to see people's reactions. So I was standing in the queue, the ladies were behind me, so I tried to listen to how they would react, because this babe, everybody that gets on that queue, anybody that enters that building is going to see this babe. So they ultimately saw her, and I could just hear the snickering behind, and then they call their guy, that they came with, and they're like, see something. And then he was like, and he said, yeah, it's for us. It's not for you people. That she's dressed for us. Us being men. I found that funny. So, right. I was shocked. You people should talk to your sisters and your wards or your neighbors or whoever these people are that just dress like they don't have home training or whatever, and they come out on a Sunday to public places and they're parading themselves in their scanty outfits. To be honest, I really wanted to take a picture and post on my Insta stories, but I know many of you on my Insta stories, you guys will be screaming, oh, Tito, you're body shaming or you're slut shaming. This isn't right. Da 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 da. So two wrongs don't make a right, essentially. So I did not, and that would have been a bit pervy, to be honest. So I refrained, but I really wished that maybe next time I'll put it on my close friends group for my Insta stories. Because I wanted to be like, you guys, come and see something. Booty on a Sunday in a family establishment like Mega Chicken. I was appalled. So anyway, I get my yam and eggs, which are it was a fantastic meal, by the way. FYI, so one portion of yam, which is about two like full pieces, and one portion of eggs came to about 1,500 naira. And then with a Coca-Cola, that came to, the Coca-Cola was 350, so everything was 1,850. It was really good. I'll give it an 8/10. Fantastic. No regrets. The portion was okay, but I was not full. And it was one of those situations where if I had bought two portions of it, so, that would just be 1,005 times 2, 3,000 naira. So that would be 4 pieces of yam and 2 helpings of eggs, right? It would have been a case that would have been too filling. I may not have been able to finish it. So one portion wasn't enough, but 2 portions would have been too much. I may not have been able to finish it, like I said. So next time, if I order that, it'll be to go. I ate in, with what I bought today, but next time it will be to go so that, if at all I can't finish it, I can have it as leftovers later in the day. I'll put a picture of it because I did take a picture. I'll put a picture of it on the screen so that you guys watching on YouTube can check it out. Great meal, enjoyed it. Mega Chicken is a lovely place. They have so many options. When I was paying at the counter, they also do like shawarma and stuff. And shawarma, she said, is like 1.6 for one sausage, and 1.9 for two sausages. That's the kind of place where you can go broke real quick if you go to Mega Chicken frequently. Food is affordable, but they have so many options. It's fantastic. I will be there maybe after church again next weekend, next Sunday. So yes, I go upstairs. I'm eating my food, enjoying my food, and then I'm sitting rather by the window. So I'm seeing cars coming and going. And Uber pulls up and drops off these two young ladies who are also scantily clad. One is in a very tight short dress. The other one is in a two-piece, which is like a crop top and a mini skirt. And homegirl was not wearing a bra. Before she entered the building, a guy already hollered at her before she entered the building. And I was in Mega Chicken for all of like 30 minutes. And I'd already seen 3 scantily clad young women. To be honest, they're probably working girls, I'm assuming. You guys, I know you people watching like, oh, Tito. You people listening like, oh, Tito, don't judge. Please. I know what I saw. It was a Sunday, and no self-respecting young woman, who values her body and all that stuff, will be out dressed the way those babes were dressed. So, if I'm judging, sorry, but hey, it happens, And I was just shocked, because it's a family establishment. There are kids running around. People come for Sunday lunch after, church to a place like Mega Chicken. And then to be dressed that way, I told a friend of mine about this and she said, yeah, maybe they're coming to look for clients. You never know. And to be honest, lots of Yahoo boys and funny chaps and lots of funny guys come to places like Mega Chicken. So clearly, they'll probably meet guys and maybe customers if, their line of work is the kind of line of work that you and I are thinking of. But it's just, have some dignity, have some self-respect. As in, honor the Sabbath and the institution or the establishment. It's a family establishment. And, if the security guards, if they don't let women who are dressed funny come into these establishments, these same women will go on social media and start screaming bloody murder and, saying that they're being, what's the word now? Profiled and all that. I was honestly, anyway, I was wishing that one older woman who was coming from church, who maybe is a deaconess or something, would go and walk up to these women and say, young lady, what in the name of all that is righteous are you wearing? Don't you have home training? Where are your parents? How can you come out of the house? But if you do that, people bring out their phones. The next thing you know, everybody's on Instablog, everybody's talking and judging and all that. So, it's a funny world we live in. People need to behave. So that's how my Sunday afternoon went. On the plus side, I really enjoyed my lunch. Now, guys, it is time for something new. So today's something new. I kept it in like a cooler with ice and all that. I have not been looking forward to this. It is, it is the wheat flavored milk drink from Viju. And you guys know I like the chocolate Viju drink, right? I put it in this container so that it'll still be cold while, before I get around to doing something new. I don't drink milk. I do chocolate milk, but just like milk, ugh, not my cup of tea. But I keep on seeing this, and most of the time, you find this around more than you find Viju. I'm looking for the straw. Okay, I've seen it. So you find this around more in the supermarkets than Viju chocolate. I think Viju chocolate moves much faster than this. So Viju chocolate would have been finished, but you still see this hanging around. So I always wondered what it tasted like. So I guess today is when I'll find out. If I don't like it, wheat, I don't do milk. nutritious and delicious. So if I don't like it, I hope that at least I'll be able to add, Milo to it. I'll put in like a cup or something, maybe this kind of cup, and manage it that way. Don't want to burn my money. How much was it? It was about like 350. So this is the real something new. Every other something new has been things that I knew that I would enjoy, but this one, I'm worried. All right, here goes. Straw going in, and here's the taste test. Here goes. Mmm. Mmm. Ah. ah. Okay, Horlicks. I'm reminded of Horlicks. If you guys remember Horlicks, right? And I wasn't a huge fan of Horlicks either. I will definitely be adding Milo to this to finish the thing later. Not my cup of tea. I don't. I'll take one more sip, and then I'll end the podcast. Guys, thank you so much for listening to today's episode of the podcast. I'll keep you posted on what happens with the Love and Ships WhatsApp group. Water, please. Never again. If you are a fan of this Vigil wheat flavored milk drink, you are a weirdo. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of the podcast. It's been fun. I enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, you know the drill. Please like the video by clicking on the like button and subscribe to the channel as well by clicking on the black subscribe button. Like I said, I will keep you posted on the Love and Ships group. Hopefully, I'll be added before the day is over. If I'm not, I will send them a stinker via DMs tomorrow morning. And yeah, Mega Chicken is awesome. Don't spend all your money there. Also, this is September, right? I've been researching podcasts now that I'm a podcaster. Apparently, World Podcast Day is on September 30th. So I'm going to think of content to make around or to celebrate World Podcast Day at the end of this month. Yeah, looking forward to that. Thanks so much, guys, for listening to today's episode or watching it on YouTube. As the case may be, I will catch you guys next week on the next episode. Take care, guys. Peace.